Picture this, a car buyer named Mike is searching online, ready to make an upgrade. A study by Google found that 95% of car buyers start at a dealership website, and Mike is no exception. But most sites that he visits don't give him the info he needs, so he leaves, until he lands on yours. Your site is easy to navigate, it has clear details about inventory, information about financing options, and lets him schedule a test drive in seconds. Mike doesn't just stick around. Because your website is exactly what he needs, he submits his information, and he's ready to buy when he walks into the doors at the dealership. So in this video, I'm going to show you a step-by-step process of how to create a high-converting car dealership website that turns visitors like Mike into real customers. So let's dive in. Now, before we dive into actually building the site, let's start by choosing the right platform to do it on. Now, I know there are so many options out there, and I personally have over a decade of experience building sites on dozens of those platforms. So I'm gonna make this really, really simple for you. If you have minimal coding experience, want a secure platform, need a site that looks great on both desktop and mobile, and prefer something that's user-friendly and affordable, my top recommendation is gonna be Wix. So Wix has tools tailored for car dealerships, which really sets it apart from other platforms. It offers features like customizable vehicle listings, email marketing with a CRM, 360 virtual tours, appointment scheduling, and it really makes it easy to display your vehicles. Plus, you can manage inquiries, book test drives. You do all that in one place. And in addition, it's free to start, which gives you the flexibility to explore and customize without the upfront cost of having to invest into a website build. So here's how to actually sign up and join. So the first thing I'm gonna ask you to do, click right up here or click in the link in the description to get sent over to Wix. And then we'll do a walkthrough here. I'll do a screen share so you can see the exact process. Assuming that you clicked on the Wix link above, this is the screen that you're gonna be met with. And the first thing you have to do, pretty simple, just put in your email address. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Okay, so then it asks you to create a password. So we'll go ahead and do that. And we'll click on sign up. Okay, so who are you creating the website for? So I'm gonna say for myself, my business, or a friend, depending on your situation, could be different. I actually recommend that we do this. So bring your ideas to life with AI. AI will help pre-build pages, which is great. It'll actually create inventory pages, appointment pages, etc. So we do want to do this. So we're going to go ahead and click on Start Chat. Okay, so first tell me what your site is about. We will say it is a car dealership. What's the name of the car dealership? I'm just going to say Joey's Auto. Oops, Joey's Auto. And what type of services do you offer at Joey's Auto? So that's pretty simple. So we buy trade-ins, we sell vehicles, and offer service and financing. And it's just good to tell it everything, because if you tell it all this stuff, it's more likely that they'll build out the pages for you to make it easy for you down the road. So do you have any additional goals for your website, such as showcasing customer testimonials or providing online appointment booking? I just say I'd like to have both of those features. No special deals at present. And you can see on the right side here, it's actually getting, bookings, online stores, which is your inventory, etc. In which city is your dealership located in? We'll just say Chicago, Illinois, which is my hometown. So what makes Joey's Auto unique compared to other car dealerships in Chicago? I'm just gonna say service, fill out whatever's different about yours, but I'll just say service. All right, so it tells us that we're all set. So all we gotta do here is go to dashboard. And this does take a minute to get set up, but it'll set up a ton of this for you, make it really, really easy, which is why I like Wix and why I recommend it. Okay, so next you'll be met with this page, and you may be thinking, okay, well, what's happening here? Where's my website, etc. It does actually exist, right? But before we go into it, I just want to say, so you have all this dashboard here actually has all the different functionality that you can have. It tells you everything, your catalog. This tells you all your different products, which in this case is your inventory, vehicle inventory, apps if you need any other apps for third-party things, inbox emails, customers and leads. This is nice. So if you get contacts and form submissions, you can actually build them into basically a CRM, a full CRM that will allow you to kind of track all the touch points. Marketing as well, email marketing, social media, has all this stuff in here. So a lot of functionality in here. But in terms of actually setting up the website itself, all that you need to do is go right down to here where it says design site and click. And now it's going to say, okay, so how would you like to design the site? They say generate a design with AI or customize a template. Highly, highly recommend at this point that you customize a template. You could still try the AI if you want. I've used the AI. It creates really simple and frankly not very good looking sites. So I like to customize a template. So we'll go ahead and pick a template. And here are the choices up top. Basically right now they have two different choices. But keep in mind here's something to know. These two choices, they look a certain way. You can adjust them however you'd like to adjust them. So anything that you want to change on these, the colors, I mean, Wix, you could do full coding as well. So if you hire somebody to help build something, you could do anything that you want, right? So these are just shells of what is possible. So I personally, I'm going to go ahead, we can click on view and open these up and take a look at everything to kind of see what they look like. I gravitate towards this one. I've already looked these over, by the way. I gravitate towards this one. I just think it looks pretty nice overall. And I actually like the color scheme, but you can change it. So all we got to do is go into it and click edit, or we could do this one here, but we'll go ahead to here and click edit. Okay, so you actually already have a site. All you got to do is at any point is click on publish, and that site is live. And it is, anybody can actually go in and look at it. You can also click on preview if you ever want to kind of see the site and see kind of what it looks like and everything along with it at the same time. Just see if you want to evaluate it before you're going live with anything. But this is how you actually get to the site and actually get it up. So it is officially up right now. Obviously, the content on here we need to change. We need to adjust some menus, etc. I'll show you how to do that in a second. But your site is actually officially here. It's available, and your site is technically up right now. We just had to customize it. Now that we're all set up on Wix, let's move on to the design that will make your car dealership welcoming and functional. And we're gonna start with the menu of the site. So a clear website menu is essential for guiding visitors and creating a seamless browsing experience. For car dealerships, it allows users to quickly find key sections like inventory, financing options, contact information, and really reduces frustration and keeps them engaged. Now, a well-organized menu also enhances usability across devices, especially on mobile, ensuring that visitors can easily access what they're looking for, which ultimately supports higher engagement and conversion rates. Okay, so let's go ahead and adjust the navigation to exactly what we want it to look like. And frankly, the navigation comes in pretty well just from the start with the pre-built site. So over here, we've got home, new inventory, pre-owned, financing, contact, and book online. Definitely don't like that booked online is upper and lowercase, considering every other thing is fully uppercase. So we're gonna click on manage, go to book online, click here, go to rename, and then we can, book online. All right, we'll click on done, and we can actually adjust that to however we want to be, right? We can always adjust these pages, as I said, but we've got that there. The other thing I'd say, you can keep the home page if you want. I'm not really a fan of it because most of the time, I feel like it just takes up valuable space on the navigation. Okay, so we've got that. And then, when people click on this text right here, they're gonna go back to your site anyway. So we're gonna click on that. I'm gonna click on publish just because I'd rather have this published as is. And if you're worried because you're like, oh my God, someone might find my site, the truth is they probably won't. And the reason for that is that your URL, and this is going to depend on what your email is going to be this, this right here, where it's like your email and then .wixsite.com/Joey in this case, because it's Joey's Autos. But this is the live site. So we have, as you can see here, the navigation is all good to go. We've got it fully set up. The new inventory and pre-owned inventory is big. We'll get into those pages in a little bit. But yeah, we've got everything set up here. And then I should have mentioned too, if you want to adjust the phone number, just click in. All we got to do is click in. This is what makes it really easy. Just click in and adjust, right? If you want to adjust, well, this is text, but we can also create a logo and put it here if need be. So navigation, pretty simple to set up. Like I said, generally that's in the beginning. I mentioned how with AI, you want to tell it everything that you want. They make it really easy by pre-building those pages for you. So definitely recommend doing that. Okay, so a car dealer's homepage should make a strong first impression with eye-catching visuals of featured vehicles and different promotions. You should also have a clear menu and prominent call to action buttons like, browse inventory or schedule test drive. These elements create a welcoming, user-friendly layout that encourages visitors to explore further and engage with the dealership. So by designing a well-organized and visually appealing homepage, dealerships can effectively guide potential buyers toward the key actions that you want, whether that be test drives or financing, whatever else. Okay, so the homepage itself, again, I think that this one's pretty good, but I definitely want to show you kind of how you can actually design and change things to your liking. So right now, let's get this good big hero image right up top. We can adjust that image if we want. We've got welcome to Joey's Auto, find your dream car at Joey's Auto. We can always, adjust this if we want to Dave's Auto or whatever else. We can also go in here. We could say, well, you know what? I don't really like that font. Let's make it a little bit smaller. And let's change it instead to this one, right? So you can adjust it to however you want. That's really with Wix, what's one of the best parts. It's very just click and easy, simple, right? All you gotta do is click. We've got these right here too. I don't necessarily love this. I would say probably what you wanna do is in this section is put images of brands or whatever that you represent or that are at your dealership. So depending on what your dealership is, I know with pre-owned, there can be a lot of them, but focus on that, adjust that. Maybe with your most predominant ones would make sense. To change that, you would just basically go into here, you click on change image. You'd have to get the image of what you need, and then you could basically put it in, right? So that would be the way that would work. And then you just click on it and choose image, and you'd be all set, okay? So we're not gonna do that right now, but that's how you'd actually change that. I like this. They have buy and sell your car or new inventory. So this is really just trade in or new inventory. Well, kind of. Well, I don't know what it is here. Yeah, pre-owned or sell your car with these. Okay, so this has buy and sell your car. So I probably just, change this to pre-owned. I guess we can do inventory. We're going to have to adjust the font size because this is way too big. So we're going to adjust this down to, I don't know, what is this, 85? Yeah, that should be fine. We'll do that. And then we'll adjust this one to 85. Just make sure it looks the same. Go here. This is 85. Want to make sure that looks the same. So there we go. So we've got that. We've got pre-owned inventory and new inventory. So, they can do whatever they want. And clicking on either of these will actually bring you into the pages of those inventories. So I'll show you that in 1 second. We've also got some featured vehicles, which is a nice way to highlight certain vehicles. Obviously, right now, it's just, 6 of basically the same vehicle with, boilerplate information. But you can, if you have specific vehicles that you'd really like to highlight that you think are a good deal, or you really want to, offload, you could do that. Also, they have a view all cars down here, which makes sense. I should mention, you'll notice that mostly this site has a yellow theme to it, right? So you'll obviously notice that. So what we want to do is we go ahead and click into here. I want to go to design. And if we wanted to change the button to, let's say, black or gray or whatever color it may be, change it to blue if you wanted. Whatever color you want it to be, we can adjust that. So for right now, I think we'll kind of just keep it as view all cars. But again, if you have to edit the text, just double click on it, view inventory, right? And we're able to see the view inventory. You'll see here too, it is linked. Oh, I'm sorry, hold on. Right here, it is linked, right? So we're going to do design. That's where we want it to go. And then we want to click on linked. And it's linking to the new inventory page. That's what it's actually linking to. Which this case, well, that would be fine. If you want to do it to new inventory or pre-owned inventory, you can't do it to both. You got to link to one or the other. Or you could build a whole third page that has all inventory. Kind of your decision. So view inventory. So I guess we could say view new inventory. New inventory, right? We could change it to however we want. Why choose Joey's Auto? You can adjust these as you want, whatever you want to do. Images, you can adjust all of them. Very simple to do that. Changing the text. And then we have this yellow color again, right? So I'm going to go ahead and click into here. And we're going to change the background. Let's say that we want to change it to, let's go to settings. Just change it to, so theme colors is actually a big deal. So what theme colors are, is this will basically make it that most of the types of this colors will change to this. So what I mean is right now, this is a theme color. And what we want to do is click on edit. This will allow you to change the theme color, okay? The main color of your site. And generally speaking, you don't want to have a ton of different colors on your site, just to be clear. So for this one, you know, it's that. Let's say, no, I don't like that. I want to do a blue, a light blue, darker blue. Let's say that color. So now you see your entire site has blue instead of yellow, right? Personally, I like the yellow myself a little bit more, but it does have the blue. So if you're like, okay, well, that blue doesn't do it, let's go with a green, right? So we'll do that right there. Any color that you want, right? I personally like what it already was, but you can change it to whatever color you want, and then it automatically changes all the colors on the site itself. That's the biggest thing to understand, right? So we'll go ahead and click on publish. Whether or not you like the look of the site right now, that's what we're going to look at it as. Okay, we're done. We're going to go ahead and click that out. Click on preview. And you can see here, it's got that green color, had some action where it just swiped that over. So you've got pre-owned inventory and new inventory. If someone clicks on pre-owned, it'll take them into this, which is a whole separate page that actually has all the pre-owned inventory. And then once they click in, they can adjust. And there's some other ways to add filters and things to that. We'll talk about that in a minute. But that allows you to see pre-owned, new inventory, and then we've got these other pages as well. So yeah, so that's how you really focus on the homepage of this. Like I said, it's really simple to change text, colors, etc. The images, I do have to go over images real quick. So we've got this color, or this image here. Let's just do a quick edit. And we've got this background. We can change it to anything else that we want. I'm going to click on change. And one of the nice things that you can do, what I really like, is that Wix has an AI image builder inside of the platform. So we're going to click on create an image. Okay, and I described the image. So I put a seafoam green car speeding down city streets. We're going to click on create image. And let's adjust it. This is the first version that I came up with, which I don't really like at all. Let's go ahead with photo to change the style and click on create image again. So it actually looks like a photo. Okay, this one's not bad. Let's change it to a modern because it's kind of like an old classic car, and I don't know that we necessarily want that. Okay, so this is the next one. Still looks pretty old. Usually when you use the AI creator, you can always buy the candid images, but if you use the AI creator, you gotta kind of give it a few goes. So let me do this here and I'll find one that works. Okay, we'll go with this. This looks kind of like a Dodge Challenger, so we'll use this image right here. And it's asking us if we want to crop. And I think that we do, because we kind of want to be like the other image that we just had there. Okay, so as you can see, we were able to adjust that image, and now the seafoam green kind of matches this greenish color here. So again, you can adjust the look however you want. But that is really how you adjust the homepage. There's not a ton to it. You know, it's all set up. I should address the bottom part here. This is where you can actually adjust your location, your phone number, etc. You definitely want to do this. This is more or less the footer of the site. So if we click on quick edit, I do like how down here, you can actually go to this section, and it's Google Maps. So we can actually manage locations, and you can adjust this by putting in your address, you know, your title, etc., and it'll show it directly on Google Maps. People can zoom in, zoom out. So pretty cool functionality there as well. Next, let's move on to the inventory page. So an effective inventory page is structured to make finding the right vehicle quick and easy for buyers. So this starts with dynamic search and filtering options, which allows users to refine results by make, model, year, and price to narrow down their choices. Each listing should have high quality thumbnail images, key specifications like mileage, transmission type, etc., and clear pricing, which gives shoppers a quick overview before clicking for more details. A prominently placed search bar and sorting options like, lowest price first and newest arrivals, that also enhances usability, which ensures that potential buyers can locate the specific vehicles quickly and efficiently that they're interested in. Now keep in mind that it does make sense to have a pre-owned and a new inventory page to keep things simple. Okay, so the next page that we want to redesign here is the inventory page. And this one's a little bit tricky. It's not difficult to do, but sometimes it isn't set up properly by AI. So it's kind of something to pay attention to. So what you want to do is you want to go into here and you want to make sure that you have store pages. So all your inventory for all your vehicles is going to be a store. It's going to be an e-commerce store. I know that may sound weird, but that's just the way that it's organized. So you should have a product page and you should have the shop page, which is really the inventory page. Basically what happens is every one of the products that are on the product page or that get put into a product page will then show up in the shop page. So the shop, I'll click into here on shop. You can essentially think of this as an inventory page, right? And you can see it's kind of set up like that. So we have a sleek sedan, roof rack crossbars, compact car, family SUV. This is exactly what you would want, right? Not all these other things, the flexible payment plan, all that, but this is going to be the actual inventory page that people can go in. And you may say, oh, well, that's great and all, but I need filters, right? Like I said, we're all going to need filters. So we want to click on quick edit. We want to click on settings. And we want to click on filters, show filters. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and start here, right? And kind of back out so we can see at 100% what it looks like. Now you can filter this. You can adjust this any way that you want. Okay. You can have all the brands, you can have all the prices. You can adjust this in any way that you want with the filter, and then it will correspond with the actual inventory that you have, right? So this is really up to you. Obviously the way, right, to adjust this. If you go into manage products here, you can actually see all the products. Hold on a second here. Yeah, so these are where all the products are. This is actually helpful because if you back out to the main area, you can see here under catalog, store products and products. This is a nice way, get rid of this. This is a nice way of seeing all your inventory in one place, right? Well, this says products, but yeah, inventory total lets you know all the things that you have in place, in stock, out of stock, etc. You can adjust that. This is something with, whoever's in charge of admin. As cars are selling, they can basically adjust this as needed. So this is a nice way of really being able to adjust things on the fly as you're going. So going back to the filter here, the way to adjust this, so basically if you just go to settings right here, you can go into the filters and you see show filters is done. And then you can create a custom filter, right? So whatever you want to have as a new custom filter, you can add that. And then, like I said, also in the inventory page that I showed you in the back end, you can adjust everything there and tag all the cars, colors, price, etc. You can tag them all to where they belong and make sure that the filters are updating to everything that they need to see with the car. So this one would take a lot of time to set up, so I'm not going to spend all my time doing it. It just takes time to set this up, especially with how much inventory, depending on how much inventory you have. If you're a smaller dealer, you're kind of on your own for the most part. It wouldn't be crazy to do this, with 50, 100, different vehicles, whatever. But it just really depends. But that's how you can actually set up all of your inventory, and you can tag new, and you can also tag pre-owned, so that you're able to kind of showcase those in different places. So next, we need a vehicle detail page for every vehicle that we have, which this will populate the inventory page. Now, a vehicle detail page should provide a comprehensive and visually engaging look at each car, and it helps potential buyers feel informed and confident. So you can begin with high quality images. Ideally, if you could do a 360-degree view or video tours, which is available on Wix, that will let users fully explore the vehicle's exterior and interior. And you can display key specifications like engine type, mileage, fuel economy, along with financing options to address concerns up front. Finally, include clear calls to action, such as schedule a test drive or request more information, to encourage them to take next steps, guiding the visitors towards engaging with the dealership directly, which is obviously where you make most of your sales. All right, so next, let's go into the vehicle detail page. Now, this one's a little bit tricky, so pay attention. So if we go here, you're trying to go to the vehicle detail page, you click here, shop. It's just a little bit confusing. The best way to do this that I found, you can go in that way. The best way I found, just click on this Wix right here on the top left. It'll go to the dashboard. And the dashboard's going to look like this. Okay. And what you want to do is you want to go into catalog, store products, and products. Okay. So we've got that here. So that's actually where you're looking to go. Now, again, it seems complicated, but it's kind of nice because you have a full back end where you not only can kind of keep an eye on all of your different, inventory and vehicles that you have. But I think that the best thing about it is that you can actually use this inside of the CRM and in conjunction with the email marketing. So you can really keep, in touch with all your contacts, see all your touch points, everything. It can actually become really, really powerful when it all comes together. So we're going to go here. I'm going to go with sleek sedan. So I do want to point out that as of right now, if you look on the shop page right now, this is what it looks like. Okay, so it's a mess. You'd have to update it, which we had just talked about. You'd have to update, get rid of a lot of these, and just put your inventory in. But when they are in, this is what you'll see. You can have them. And then I want to click on right here and kind of show you some of the things. So when you go on edit product, I adjusted and added a few things so you can kind of see it, in the wild, if you will. So obviously you have your main image here. You could add other images. You can add categories too. This is really helpful when you're trying to do different brands of vehicles, etc. You can put the name of it, description. I wanted to show you that there's additional info sections. So I have custom rims, moonroof, and a jet engine. Quite an upgrade. And then I have, warranty, accident history, whatever you want to do, you can just add an info section. I like this feature here. We had $25,000 as the price. I actually put it on sale, 10%. So $22,500 is what it's marked on. And it does show that on the site. So I'll show you in a second. Custom text if you want it. And then any other options, color, material, etc. Things like that. You can add those too. And then it also is nice because, like I said, you can track your inventory. So this is actually a big deal. You can use this entire system to track all your inventory. And when something sells, click a button, it'll move out. It'll say it's no longer in inventory. So there's, like I said, this gets pretty powerful when it all comes together and when you actually do it. Now, in terms of what it will actually look like when it's done, so we're going to go to here. This is the shop page. We'll go to here. So this is the sleek sedan. This is the one where you can see I put the discount on it. We'll go ahead and click on quick view. Okay. So this is all the information. This is the main area, the main overview area. And then it has upgrades, custom rims, moonroof, jet engine, warranty, accident history. And again, you can customize all that. Right now, I know it says, quantity 1, add to cart. Forget all that. You could just adjust that button to book a test drive or something like that. And you'd be all good to go. But yeah, I really like the fact that they have this back end to manage all this, because I know once you get, 100 or hundreds of cars or even thousands, whatever that number is, it can get really overwhelming. And having a back end system to actually manage that is absolutely crucial to make sure you can do it positively and properly as well. Now let's dive into the finance page. So a well-designed finance page should really simplify the financial side of car shopping for users. If you can, you want to include like a financing calculator where buyers can estimate their monthly payments based on the vehicle price, the down payment, and interest rates, which helps them assess the affordability. You want to include trade-in evaluation forms, encourage visitors to explore trade-in options with a clear call to action. An overview of available financial plans adds further clarity, giving customers the information that they need to feel confident and empowered in making a decision. All right, so next let's talk about the financing page. So you can see it here right in your navigation. Again, I recommend you just go right up here. It's a lot easier just to go to financing. And here we go. So this is the page here. So it already has a pretty good looking finance page. Or financing page. So you don't have to do a ton to it from a design perspective. You can always change text, whatever you want to do, images, if that's what you choose to do. But basically it says, the clarity with it, you can, adjust the text here. But I actually like the design. I think it does a good job. And it has here where you can apply for financing now, where you can directly apply on the site for financing to put your information. And it says add a form. So this may seem complicated. It's actually really easy. Okay, click on settings. And then we just go to the Forms tab and create a form. That's it. It's really simple. And then, like I said, that can feed right into the email marketing that's actually on Wix. So super easy to do that. It has apply for financing. I would definitely recommend that you have a form on this page of some sort, because what you're really looking to do is you're looking to collect information from the user, right? But that's really it. Again, you can adjust it any way that you want. You can make it look however you want, do whatever you want. But I don't think this design is bad. So honestly, adjust the text for sure. Make sure it's customized to your dealership. But yeah, it's pretty simple. And then I do like on the bottom here, it says, hey, come visit us. It just has that footer that's on every page too. So it kind of ties it all together pretty nicely. So from here, we need to create what could be the most important pages of your website, which is the contact and the test drive booking pages. So the contact and the test drive booking pages, they should make it easy for visitors to reach out or schedule a visit, establishing a seamless path from online interest to in-person engagement. So include a clear, easy to complete form for general inquiries and a dedicated form for booking test drives, asking for essential information like name, contact details, preferred date and time. And you want to display contact information prominently, such as the phone number, email, physical address, and business hours, to ensure that visitors know how and when to reach out to the dealership. Adding a map with directions to the dealership is really helpful for local customers. And if possible, consider a live chat option for quick questions. A well-designed contact page boosts your credibility and improves the likelihood of direct customer engagement. And you'll be happy to know that everything I just mentioned is functionality within Wix itself. All right, so let's talk about the contact and test drive booking pages. So these can be a little bit more tricky. I think it makes the most sense to have it so that people can very quickly and easily actually book online to get a test drive. Because once you get that information, you have the lead. That person's there. You have all their information. You have the date, time, everything. And of course, you can, with the calendar, you can always say, okay, well, we're only going to do test drives on these days, these time slots. You can do all that and make your availability and adjust that. But diving in here to the screen here. So we're going to go to here. We get the home page. So when we click, what we actually want to look at is the booking calendar and the booking form. So really what you'd want to do is adjust it to where you're leading people from your site mostly to the booking form. Okay. So I clicked on booking form here. Okay. So we have this information. Again, you can adjust the page, and you will have to adjust the page because it's asking for payment, payment information, which would be great if you could make people pay you for test drives, but we all know that that's not how it works. So you'll have to pull those off the page, but basically you can collect their information here. And then what you can do is after you add their information, you can actually make it lead to when they click on submit. And again, you'll have to adjust the button on there. When they actually click submit, I really like this. You can bring them to a booking calendar. Okay. And again, this says service name. You could also do this with service if you have, want to schedule up services online and, they have warranty, things that they have to do, or just any type of vehicle service that they got to do. You can set it up here, or you can do it for test drives, or both. I actually think that both make sense. I also like the fact that they have location, because if you have multiple dealers that you're, in charge of, you can do that. And then you can also, they can maybe select which staff member. You might want to just take that off of there. You can do that too and adjust the filter. But it's really nice because with this, they're all, they're able to say, hey, I want to do it. Well, here, I'll go to the actual preview. They're able to actually choose a time and day that works for them. And again, you can adjust the calendar to say, well, I'm only available on these days, right? So right here, you can see that you can't choose anything on Saturday or Sunday. That's how it's set up now. And you can adjust all this, like I said, but we go into here, like, if they're on the 14th, okay, well, 14th, what are all the sessions available? Oh, okay, I'll do a 4 p.m. next, right? And then it'll, tell you I'll tell them what they need to do. Now, this is asking for us to upgrade to start accepting the bookings. Again, no pressure on that, but if you want this functionality, which I think is very valuable, I would recommend upgrading for that specifically, because that's actually a huge deal, and it can take a lot of the burden off of, receptionists are taking calls all the time and dealing with it. It can be kind of cumbersome. This is a nice way to make it very, very easy. And plus, what you could do is you could just tell people, go into the website, you want to schedule up a service? Great. Go to the website, go to this page. And you can do that for them too, and just have them pick it and not have to deal with all the back and forth with phone calls, which can drive people nuts, and I know. Congrats, your car dealership website is ready to go. But now, to get the most out of it, you'll need to ensure that Google can find and show it to potential buyers. While some people may type your dealership's URL directly into a browser, others rely on searches to discover nearby dealerships. And this is where SEO, or search engine optimization, comes in. And I'm gonna keep it simple. So first, use phrases that include your dealership name and the location on the site, such as, Joey's dealership in Chicago, Illinois. This helps search engines connect your site to a specific geographic area. Additionally, set up a Google business profile that is highly recommended. It'll make your dealership show up on Google Maps and improve your local search visibility. And finally, claim your dealership's profiles on all social media platforms. I recommend Facebook and Instagram the most, but any of them make sense. And make sure all these profiles link back to your website, as this keeps traffic directed to the one online asset that you can actually control. Now, let's discuss how to keep your dealership's potential customers engaged beyond just visiting the website or the dealership in person. One of the most important ways to do this is through email marketing. Regular email updates can help you stay connected and inform buyers about new inventory, upcoming promotions, exclusive deals, and events. Now you might be thinking, but we have social media for that. While social media is great, that's like making an announcement in a crowded room. Some people may hear you, but many people are gonna miss it due to distractions, or the algorithms on these platforms just don't show it to them. Social media is a broadcast tool where you hope your message reaches people, but email marketing is much more direct and personal. With email, your messages go straight to each subscriber's inbox. And you can even personalize these emails, adding the recipient's name or preferences, and set up automated messages. So for example, when someone joins your email list, you could automatically send a series of messages, like a welcome email, introducing them to the dealership, and then another email a few days later with links to popular vehicles, or perhaps a follow-up inviting them to a test drive event. Again, all of this doesn't require anything from you other than building out the email series once. Email marketing creates a personalized, direct line to your audience, which helps you reach your customers where they're most likely to see it. Now, the good news here is that Wix already has this functionality built in. So you can use this and a robust CRM to keep track of all customer touch points while they're shopping for their vehicle. Now, they do have a free plan to begin, but if you want all the CRM functionality and the email marketing, etc., which I do recommend, you will have to upgrade the plan. Now, if you found this video helpful, please make sure to give it a like so that the YouTube algorithm shows it to other people who need it. And I hope that this video really helped you in your quest to build a car dealership website. Please leave any questions or comments below, and I'll answer them as soon as I can. Thanks so much for watching.